Hello everyone, this is Ryan here with another deck review for Hocus Pocus. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Bumblebee playing cards, a charity deck from the Illusionist team, in which 10% of all the proceeds go towards the International Union for the Conservation of Nature in support of the bumblebees. Aside from just financial contributions, this deck also draws attention to the plight of the bumblebee through the use of ad cards and also potentially piquing the interest of anyone using the cards or seeing the cards in use. So let's start off with a look at the tuck case. The tuck case is made of a thin white cardboard similar to a standard bicycle deck. A molted cream color with yellowish highlights covers the tuck, giving an aged and weathered look. The artwork is in the style of a woodcut print with fine lines and free-flowing forms. The front of the box features a thatched roof farmhouse and several styles of beehives being attended by a netted apiarist. The swarm of bees is portrayed by swirls of black and yellow dots. The writing on the tuck ties into the bumblebee theme with sayings like "local and naturally sweet" and "bees make the whole world sweet." The side of the tuck features more sayings and is decorated with hints of yellow in the bees and the hive. Scrollwork and lines frame the type. The bottom of the tuck has the Illusionist info and a barcode. The back of the tuck showcases the back design of the cards minus the outermost border. Floral designs and bees make up the key images. The empty space is filled with patterns made up of leaves and stems of the plants that the bees pollinate. Hints of yellow break up the muted color palette. The top features a single bee in the center. The tuck flap has the 4 suit markers and a hexagon representing the honeycomb structure. "Bees are beautiful" fills the top of the flap. The side tabs are decorated with sections of honeycomb. The interior is left white and there's no deck seal on this one. The deck comes with 52 cards, 2 jokers, and 2 ad cards. All the cards are printed with the same molted cream and yellow backwash. The blacks and reds used are faded and distressed. The pip layout is traditional, but the pips themselves have been redesigned with a vintage look. The indices are centered in a box of either faded black or red, making them stand out and easy to read. The courts look hand-drawn with sketched outlines filled with the faded color palette. The court figures are slightly smaller and reside inside a lined frame. The Ace of Spades features a beehive in the center of a larger spade pip. A full-size bee circles overhead, while the swarm represented by dots enters the hive. The other 3 aces display the pip in the center with no other embellishments. The jokers are different. One has an apiarist riding a bee, while the other has a similar image with the bee reared up on its hind legs while the beekeeper spins a lasso. Sayings fill the top and bottom of each of the jokers. The indices are spelled out in yellow over a faded black box. One of the ad cards has some free-flowing designs from the card backs and an interesting statement about bees from Albert Einstein. The other ad card is surrounded by honeycomb and lists interesting facts about bees and their importance to us. The back design centers around 2 bees facing each other. Flower petal designs radiate from the center. A broken ring of hexagons circles the bees. Stems, branches, leaves, and flowering patterns fill the majority of the backspace. The 4 corners are anchored with bees, and a traditional-looking hive hangs at the top and bottom. A straight line separates the design from the card edge. The cards are printed by USPCC on a thinner stock than most of the Illusionist decks. The feel is light and flexible with a traditional air cushion finish. The cards weigh 1.643 grams apiece and measure out to 0.25 millimeters thick. The borders are around 2.8 millimeters on the sides and about 3.27 millimeters top and bottom. Some of the things I really like about this deck are the hand-drawn courts, the custom pips, the indice boxes, and the fact that the front and back backgrounds are the same, so a reversed card won't leave a bright white tell along the edges. On the other hand, the box could have been a bit thicker and the design would have worked with some embossing. The borders could have been a bit more consistent top and bottom, but it's really not that noticeable in use. Collectors and those that like art decks will really appreciate this one. I really like the handling, and the finish allows for smooth fans and easy separation. The custom faces are recognizable and work in all areas of card play and Magic. So when this deck came out, there were 2 other bee-related decks to hit the market. Of the 3, I personally think this one is the best. The vintage styling, the colors chosen, and the hand-drawn courts are all key features that set this deck apart from the others. Bees are very important, and this deck draws a little bit of attention to their struggle to help pollinate our world in an age of mass farming and pesticides. So do your part to help by picking up a deck or 2. You can find these and some 540 other decks over at hocus-pocus.com. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow the Hocus Pocus team on Instagram.